Hello and welcome on this new Intercoax tutorial. In our series of tutorials, we cover many aspects of our long-range Ethernet products, which are used in various IP markets like for IP security, IP telephony, IP nurse call, and so on. Our European customers in the field of transportation, finance, retail, gaming, industry, government, and so on have chosen to work with our long-range Ethernet products for several reasons. Cost, speed of deployment, and sustainability are the main drivers to choose for long-range Ethernet. Today we will zoom in on the various infrastructures we deal with and show you some applications, as well as give you an overview of our product's connectivity. In tutorial 3, we will zoom in on the performance of all of the cable types in terms of distance versus bandwidth, as well as what power we have available over these distances. On this demo board, you see the 4 different types of cables we deal with. Let me start from the bottom. Here, you see our coaxial products based on BNC connectivity. We will zoom in more detail on the performances over any coax cable in a minute. Here you see our UTP connectivity using RG45 and using any CAT cable, 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 or 4 pair. And here we use old plain telephone cable for usage in voice over IP applications, or again any data over telephone cable. And finally, here we have our 2-wire connectivity based on screw terminal plug on our transceivers. On the receiver or the head-end side, we offer 60-watt PoE budget for both our receiver, our transceivers or transmitters, as well as for your IP end device being an IP camera, Wi-Fi antenna, voice over IP telephone set, public address speaker, or any other IP end device. To give you now an impression of the unique and very powerful capabilities of our long-range Ethernet technology and products, I have here a set of 1200 meter of RG59 coax, an IP camera as you can see over there, and 1 set of our transceivers being a receiver here and a transmitter there. In this particular case, we have 2 power supplies, 1 sitting on the receiver and an additional 1 sitting on our transmitter. The 60-watt power supply we provide as a base for our receiver would in distances of below, let's say 800 to 900 meter, be perfectly fine covering that need. Here specifically on 1200 meter, we have applied 2 power supplies to make sure we can convey the data over that important 1200 meter. So again, this way we allow the reuse of many analog infrastructures for an easy, cost-effective, fast and non-invasive all-in-one IP migration. In next session, I will show you more data in terms of performance on the various cables for both bandwidth and power. Please do click on the below subscription button so you will be noticed when we have our next long-range Ethernet tutorial online. Now let me tell you something about coax. Studies have shown there is still plenty of installed coaxial infrastructure based on RG59 or RG6, RG11 or KX6 or 8. By using our long-range Ethernet products and the solid coax copper medium, we can achieve IP data transmission up to distances of maximum 2.4 kilometers, and this without the need of deploying the more expensive fiber technology, nor having to deploy midspan products at each 95 meter when using the Cat5 cable conventional infrastructure. And remember, these little adapters, the BNC TPs, allow us to have daisy chaining or multi-drop. In our previous tutorial, we have shown you what daisy chaining is about. Please feel free to revisit this tutorial by clicking the link you will find in the description here under. The daisy chaining function allows you to deploy additional IP endpoints on the single available uplink. This way, you can extend your network without the need of additional and expensive labor efforts and costs. no need to pull additional cables for both data and power in case you want to add one more IP endpoint on your available uplink. In our previous tutorial, we have shown you an animation how daisy chaining is done. Again, please feel free to revisit the tutorial by clicking on the description here under. To facilitate an easy cable connectivity, our line of products is split into 3 different form factors. Here you see our ECP product as a receiver. By means of a BNC plug, we can very easily mount the coax cable available. By means of the next demo, I will show you now an application based on UTP Cat5e cable. Same approach as with the previous setup, but this time we have our TX and RX sitting on 1200 meter of Cat5e UTP cable. One run of cable for both power and data. As you can see here, we have 4 times 300 meter being 1200 meter. For both power, one power supply sitting on the RX, as you can see here. One power supply sitting on our RX, delivering the needed power for both transceivers, TX and RX, as well as the 8-watt PoE camera. Again, this means no need for midspan every 95 meters. By means of long-reach Ethernet products, we very easily overcome the conventional 95 meters Ethernet limitations. This results in a headache-free migration and Ethernet deployment while being sustainable, utmost cost-effective, without invasive efforts, and finally, much faster than any other topology. In terms of Ethernet Cat cable, you see here what types we most commonly encounter. Unshielded twisted pair, FTP or STP are all perfectly fine for our long-range Ethernet applications. In next sessions, I will show you what our performances are on UTP Cat cable. And as you can see here, our transceivers are all perfectly fine fitted for either 4-pair, 1-pair, or any pair available. We can put our long-reach Ethernet transceivers on. Since we have our ECP products for coax connectivity, as you can see here, our ECP line of products terminated by means of a BNC plug for easy and fast connection. We have now also our EUP product line. As you can see here, each of our transceivers is here now finished and terminated by an RG45 plug, allowing you to have fast and easy connectivity for any patch cable, any Cat cable based on RG45 plugging. A few other examples here is about our active receiver switch, managed receiver switch I should say. Based on 8 or 16 ports, we allow long-range Ethernet with management functionality, again based on RG45 termination. Same as we see here with our smallest form factor transceiver and receiver, also based on RG45. Let's continue now our journey on the long-range Ethernet product lineup. I will show you now our connectivity on any 2-wire cable. By means of our ETP products, we can very easily achieve any IP data transmission on 2-wire, again on distances far beyond the conventional 95 Ethernet limitations. Here you see now how our ETP line of products looks like. All ETP products have a screw terminal adapter, allowing you a very easy and fast connection with your available 2-wire cable. In case now you would have only BNC products available, we have also this little adapter, as you can see here, an active component conveying from 2-wire with screw terminal to BNC connectivity. So easy connection for any product, for any cable. Why is this an active adapter? Well, we have engineered this active component to eliminate any potential crosstalk issues. Now, all our new products on ECP, EUP and ETP have this active crosstalk reduction component built inside. And by means of this little adapter, you still can apply any older BNC products and still making it ready for 2-wire RG11 for plain telephone cable or RG45 for your Cat cable. At last, but not at least, we cover also the reuse of available telephone cable. By reusing your old plain telephone cable, we offer any IP migration need over that infrastructure. This way, you can migrate from analog telephony to voice over IP or any other IP transmission you would like to deploy. Imagine the immense cost and time savings by reusing the available telephone cable infrastructure for your IP migration. That would mean speed, cost reduction, minimal downtime, no need for midspan, and so on, are all the benefits while choosing for our long-range Ethernet technology. To help you accommodate any telephone cable with RG11 connectivity, we can use any of these two active adapters, either the screw terminal BTE03 or the BTE04 with RG11 port, allows you to have crosstalk-free connectivity. So this brings us to the end of the second tutorial. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure you have seen today our wide range and most extensive elaborated line of products covering all type of cable connectivity by means of BNC for coax, RG45 for UTP cable, screw terminal for two-wire, as well as telephone cable by means of our adapters and RG11 connectivity. We have a variety of single-channel products, 4-channel, 8, 16 in a managed and unmanaged fashion, allowing to deploy Ethernet connectivity while behaving like a conventional switch, but here over distances up to 2.4 kilometers, including the needed power for your IP end device. I look forward to see you in our next upcoming tutorial. Session 3 will be all about long-range Ethernet, the chipset we use, the performances, and the unique features. In next sessions, we will be zooming in a lot more detail, product by product, one by one, ECP products first, afterwards the EUP products, then the ETP products, as well as then the managed functionality of our level 2 long-range Ethernet coaxial and two-wire UTP cable switch. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. By clicking on the subscription button here under, we will be able to notice you once the next tutorial goes online. Thank you for watching and see you soon.